Happy holidays. It is December 2023, and it's December. It's December. I'm just going to say it's December. And today I wanted to talk about how I am having not the best December of my life. I'm trying to speak positive into my situation and into my environment. But, things are what they are. And I'm like freestyling this. I am just, trying to be open and honest and let people know that life goes through ebbs and flows, right? Obviously. And that two things can be true at the one time. Like you can be having good things happening to you while bad things happen to you too. It doesn't have to be at the same day, same moment, same hour, but it can be just simultaneously, right? And so, what I mean by that, like, obviously, if you've been following some of my videos, you could tell that I just retired from the military after serving a very, very long time, like a lifetime, basically, is the amount of decades that I served, or years, I guess. And I serve them proudly. So it is an accomplishment and a blessing to have been the person to retire. And in my family, I don't know any retirees. I know a lot of people who have served their country but not retired, and I will venture off to say that I'm the first. So thankful and grateful to God for that. And so in between a time of me retiring and me getting my VA disability rating, I had a horrible, horrible breakup with someone I saw myself living the rest of my life with, right? And someone that I was really, really happy around and happy about and happy on the trajectory that our life was going. And I don't want to say that. Obviously, I know there's two people in a relationship, and that I know there's people's desires can kind of go like, my desire is way more than yours at this moment in time, because based on what I'm going through, right? And I'm at this space in my life where I am starting a new chapter, as well as he was or is, but a new chapter where it's supposed to be joy coming into my life and new beginnings and fresh air, right? And he was in hopes of that too, but he's in this holding pattern right now where it's like, I don't know when my bad times are going to end, and you're in such a great space, Precious, that I don't want to hold you back, and I don't want to have you invited into my space when I'm not the happiest version of myself. Plus, I'm depressed, right? This is what he's telling me. So, and we had to break up, obviously, right? And I will tell you that breakup, I don't want to say it, just, I will say that it really, really hurt me. And I was processing the grief of a relationship that I thought was going to go far. And then also processing this is supposed to be one of the happiest moments that I've ever prayed for, which is to get out the military. Okay, in one piece. In one piece. And then I found out my VA disability rating, right? And so when you are going through rough times, with somebody in a relationship wise, like whether it's family or someone you're dating or marriage, it's like when you have something good happen to you and you're going through a breakup at the same time, you're kind of like, I wish I could tell this person what's going on with me, that I know they'd be happy for me, but at the same time, this person choose themselves over me and was selfish. So why would I even want to experience a joyful time with them when they are choosing themselves? And the thing is, I want to say is, there's nothing wrong with choosing yourself, but you have to be aware of, if I'm in this relationship, that I have to be aware of how choosing myself will impact the relationship. So anyway, so we started talking again, and things are not the way that they used to be before the breakup, right? And it's sad because literally we were in love. We were on the road of in love, falling in love, right? And now we're on the journey of, can we get back to where we were? We know that we love each other, but is it going to work? And it's not like I feel like I don't want it to work, but it's kind of like, is it worth putting in the work? And I feel like also, I love this person, but is it going to be worth the work? I don't know. I mean, I don't know any other way to say that, you know, and I'm sure he's feeling the same way too. And I feel like now we're at the standstill of, we are being brutally honest with each other. There's no more conversating or conversing in love. It's kind of like, well, this is how I feel. This is what you did to me. Now there's questions on how you treated me and what you did at this moment in time in your life when we were together. And it's kind of like, where's the love at? You know, when we were getting back together, we really were at each other's throats, and it wasn't really like a loving time, even though when you get back with somebody, it's supposed to be relief, you know, which there was that feeling too, but it's kind of like, now that I'm with you, now we're really trying to make this work, maybe, but at a distance, because we don't live together, right? And we don't even live in the same state, so that's even harder, because you're compiling long distance on that when I'm starting my new journey in my life, right? So as well as this long distance relationship, I am trying to find my next place I'm going to live at, right? And so I'm in this, I feel like I'm in a holding pattern too, where I found out my disability rating. I found, you know, I'm retired from the Air Force, and now my stuff is in storage, and now that I know I'm not moving in with this person, I need to move forward with my life, right? And that is just one of the hardest things to do, is to move forward when you thought you were going to move forward with someone else, right? So so I had to pick my heart up. I had to pick my mind up and be like, look, things didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. I am angry about that, because I feel like, you know, this person was leading me on. If you thought you were going to be ready, but you really knew in your heart that maybe you weren't ready, why make me believe that things were going the way I thought they were going to go, right? And so it's just when you go through a breakup, or when you go through something where someone wasn't being truthful to you the whole time, it makes you rethink everything that happened in that relationship, and makes you rethink how they are going forward, and can you really trust what they say, because you said this when we were together, but kind of find out you was really going through this and didn't tell me. So who's Fugazi in this situation? Okay. But anyway, so I'm going through this process of, I'm trying to find my own place now, and it's a waiting process, because I have a particular taste. I have certain likes that I like, and certain non-negotiables I have to have when it comes to what I want to pick. And when you find something, you put your heart into it. Obviously, that's how I do it. I operate out of my heart, as well as with my mind. But when I'm really about something, my heart will be in it. And so you put your heart into something. For me, a nice home, and now you're in this waiting process of, okay, they have to check my credit. They have to check my last landlord. They got to verify my employment, how much money I have coming in. Like, you could really do that in 24 hours if you wanted to. But now we're in this type of environment where everybody's trying to get the home that you want, right? And so now these people who own these homes or places can rack and stack who's going to be the best applicant for this place, you know? And I believe that I'm a great applicant no matter where I apply at, but I'm not the one choosing me. And then you start thinking about barriers of race and barriers of, well, I don't have a family. This house is big enough for someone with 3 kids. Like, are they going to choose me as a single person, or would they choose somebody that's a husband and a wife and a mother and father and has children, you know? So I think about stuff like that too. That could be a barrier. And when you're going through the standstill of trying to find a place, waiting to get told that you got denied or approved, you're in the standstill of, you want this relationship to work, but you don't know what's going to happen. Like, you don't have an answer for that. You know, it's not easy as it was when you were in love and you thought you were both working towards the same ending, and now you see that someone really is choosing themselves. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with choosing yourself, but when you choose yourself, can you still be in a relationship with somebody when you need to work on yourself, you know? So it's like, I feel like, am I making the right decision to still be trying to work this out when my life is together? Okay, I can do what I want, you know? It's just, you know, there's so many questions. It's a mess. So I know I feel I might look happy, but I was struggling, you know. It's struggling throughout this month. It's about to be Christmas, you know, all the presents are bought. about to, decide what we're going to eat, and I can't wait to celebrate with my family, opening gifts. And I know the reason for the season is Jesus. I know all of that, but it's kind of like, how can all this be happening to me at this moment in my life when I prayed for things to happen and they were happening? I mean, everything was lining up the way that it should have lined up. And then to have your dreams pull in from you, And it also teaches me you can put faith in nobody but yourself. And that's on period, right? And I do trust God. I put faith in God about everything, but it doesn't mean that I don't have questions. It doesn't mean that things don't waver in my mind, But it's just like, just happy December. Happy holidays. Just put a prayer out there for me. I am obviously trying to stay encouraged, trying to stay positive. It's not easy being this way. It's not easy feeling like you worked hard to put yourself in a certain caliber of life, and then someone walks into your life that you think is supposed to be on your journey, and then it doesn't happen the way that you want it to happen, right? And maybe this isn't a end. This could be an interruption in a plan that I had for myself with this person, right? It's just that, you hate when things don't happen the way that you want them to happen. I do believe in God's timing. I do believe in perfect timing. I do believe in perfect storms. I believe in all of that. I believe in God when it comes to letting it go and putting my cares into his hands. But it's not easy when you're in a process of letting go. And you're in a process of believing at the same time, So I don't want to say I'm having a worse December, but dang, it's not the best. And when I think about past Decembers, I'm usually like super, super happy, super, super into the holidays and into the mood, and I can't wait to celebrate and open gifts and just see the smiles on my family faces. And I feel like going through these ups and downs, really the down was the breakup, and then the other down is, am I going to get picked for this house, for this place I want to live in, and start my life, and start decorating and meeting new people and stuff like that. It's just, you don't like when things are up in the air, and it sucks so bad. It really, really does. So I hope you're having the best December that you've ever had, and if you're not alone, basically. So anyways, I'm gonna end it here before I start shedding any tears, and let me know what you think in the comments.